Hey everyone and welcome to Blunt. I'm Gigi.
And I'm H. Today we have an interesting group of people here with us, even a couple. This will be fun. Right, so
Introduce
first,
yourself quickly.
introduce yourselves, names, what you do, and relationship status.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm Adriana, 26. I'm from Bulgaria. I work like a No, it's not like an office manager.
Recruitment manager, yeah,
Recruitment manager.
yeah.
I'm working with the students, and that's
Cool.
my boyfriend.
Hi everyone. I'm Edi. I'm 27. I'm an actor and I'm studying here in UK. I'm from 3 years here and I have a company with her best friend.
Paola.
Hi Paola. We're making clothes. We have brand and it's Goluta, which is these clothes. This as well.
Free promo.
Make sure you go. Are we gonna leave the
check
link?
us.
Yeah, check it out. Go on for you guys.
I'm Evelyn. I'm 28 years old. I work as a logistic administrator and I've been in UK for almost 4.5 years. I'm also from Bulgaria. And I'm with my boyfriend at the moment for 6 years.
Nice.
I'm Seema, I'm 20. I go to Warwick University. I study history and politics. And big shout out to Warwick Afghan Society.
Come on, big up. Yeah? Cool. Right, amazing. Cool. Let's go straight into the game, which is talk or choke. The premise is we ask you a silly/embarrassing question. You guys either answer, or if you don't want to answer, you take a shot of Tabasco sauce. Right, yo. So,
Who goes first?
you go. You got
Have
one?
you ever had a threesome?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never had.
Cool. My question.
You had.
My question.
You had a threesome.
What
Have
threesome?
you
Sorry.
Hello.
I'm a virgin, man. Listen. So, have you ever read your partner's text messages?
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Only one time, but it was my first boyfriend. It was so long time ago. And it was something that you shouldn't read. I would say better not read. Like, not read because after you just make up in your mind some scenarios that probably are not true.
You go for that one.
And just go with the flow. Better trust him than find something
Have
there.
you guys?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah, but I didn't do it on purpose. Like I just
It was a mission.
It was not a mission. I just opened the laptop and the message just
Popped.
popped out on the screen. And I
Poke your
lost
eye.
my shit.
Fair
I
enough.
lost my shit.
Yeah, when I was younger and jealousing and I was like 16, 17, after that, no, because
It's pointless.
it's
Yeah.
pointless, absolutely. We fucked up everything.
Okay.
If you look hard enough, you'll find.
Yeah,
You
always.
will find
If it's a
something.
mission, you will find, even if it's not the in the sense of
That type of cheating. or
Yeah.
something.
You will
It's
misinterpret.
just
it.
just texting someone. It doesn't matter what.
Okay, I have. What?
Can I say?
What?
Hey,
What kind of porn do you search for if you watch porn?
I'm not gonna be the first one. No. Come on.
Shot. Give me
Why?
the shot. Give
Why?
me the shot.
I don't mind to answer, but why should I be
Okay,
the first
I
one?
will be the
Okay.
first one. Like, man,
Anything.
maybe
No.
all type of porns without gay and all this.
Yeah, just
Okay.
Like
Normal.
just a regular porn. Like every man they like. Sometimes he's a younger, sometimes he's a male.
well,
from the mood.
actually, a MILF can be also 20. So
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
age.
What?
Don't lie.
Wait,
What kind of
you-
porn do you search for?
Just normal. I don't watch porn, but I used to. When I did, it was normal.
Okay.
Normal porn, yeah.
just
You,
normal.
Evelyn, do you watch porn at all?
No weird nonsense.
Just from really time to time, but I mean, it's just
Regular porn.
no.
She's got a boyfriend.
Yeah, just a normal, but I mean, I think the question more likely is not have you ever seen, it's how often you watch.
No,
What type of
What
porn do you
type?
watch? So when you
Well,
watch
what
it, let's
type-
say once a year.
what
I want to
type-
take a shot though.
what
I want
type
to take
is
a shot here.
You're watching
Just a
BDSM.
normal.
They gotta have the same your problem?
Like the fight, the slapping, the fighting, the lashes.
No, but no.
Everything is porn nowadays. You go in to watch a movie and just play that.
Oh yeah,
Listen,
every Netflix.
I watch porn for the storyline. They got into a fight. Why? What happened? And
I'm
they start
actually
fucking.
laughing.
I don't care. I want to see what happens.
Sometimes if I watch, I start laughing because it's like a scary movie kind of scenario, and I'm like, what the hell you doing?
Adriana, you baby?
You baby.
You're not the first one now. You're the last one.
Why are you
Go on.
gonna drink it? Why?
She don't want to
wanna
say.
say it. I don't
She
wanna
don't want
say
to
it.
say.
Why?
Cause she
No,
don't want to
no,
say.
it's personal to me. I don't know.
You already said, it's just
I feel
normal.
like I'm sick now.
I never said it. No.
But you know, these days actually, yeah, on
I'm feeling
Netflix,
uncomfortable. I start sweating.
you know, on
I'm
Netflix,
watching
Netflix
BDSM
even-
kind of porn.
Huh?
I'm watching the BDSM.
Ah, with the.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. You're the only one drinking, yeah?
Alright, cool.
Shoot.
Sima, you? What type of porn do you search for?
I would like to take the fifth.
Shot for you.
I like that.
Okay, guys, let's get into the topic, which is, do you want kids? Right? So first we're going to go on the polls quickly. First, let's get yes or no from you guys. I'm going to go on the polls from Instagram that we put out that you guys have voted on. So let's see what you've said. Let's go from left or right. Someone take the lead.
Yes, I do.
You do want kids,
I do
yeah?
want kids.
Yeah, of course. There is no sense of life
At least two.
without kids. I mean.
Without kids. Yeah,
I
yeah.
want
Yeah.
kids as well.
Yes.
It's your
Preferably
legacy.
4. I don't
Yeah.
know why I really want like a huge family, you know. I want 4 kids.
A
Even though I
huge-
might adopt 2, but 4 kids. I want 4 kids, yeah.
Yeah, 100% I want children.
no, I
Yeah.
prefer maybe 2.
Okay?
Same aunt kids.
You want kids?
Football team if possible, but
Right, guys, so in terms of the polls on Instagram, 60% said yes, they want children. 28% said no. 12% said maybe. Now let's see the responses. Someone said, yes, I had a maternal instinct since I was young. Another person says, no, I think it will be very big responsibility. I'm going to come to that one. Someone else said, yes, generational wealth. Someone else said, I think having children is a beautiful representation of love. I agree with that. Someone else said, your kids are the ones that will be looking after you in the future, so yes. And then someone else said, yes, because I am bored. You know who you are. And I'm looking at you because you know who you are. Okay?
I'm bored.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's just quickly go into it. Who wants kids? That's everyone. Why do we want kids?
Because it feels normal. Like, it feels... It has to be. I don't know, for me it's just the moment when.
When?
So I think the moment is closer for me now because I'm almost in my 30s. So I think for this kind of, let's say, time that we live in, it's better the woman to be around this age. So you have a bit more maturity,
yeah.
more experience. Because I believe that when I was 20, I just wanted to have, free life, just go to university, have some, this student life with parties, with relationships and stuff. And I prefer experience these things in a younger time and then having kids, not the other way around. Because after you'll be like, oh, I missed so much. I mean, I had the kids and now I'm stuck here. I cannot go partying because they'll think that I'm a bad mom or something like that. So I prefer the other way around.
Sure.
Are you
Okay.
But you're never ready.
You will never be ready,
You'll never be ready.
but at least you will not be thinking about the past and say, yeah, why I shouldn't,
wasted.
why
You won't be
I
regretting it.
didn't do that.
There's a difference
Yeah.
between me and you here. Because when I was 17, I started living my life the fullest. Like the
Yeah,
fullest.
depends
And
when you
until
start,
I reached
yeah.
22, I was like, I'm done. I have enough parties, enough alcohol, smoking weed, going out, going on dates, everything. And I said one day, and I was like, it's not
What's
interesting
next?
for me
What's
anymore.
next, yeah.
Like, it's not. I'm done with these kind of things. If I go out, it's the same. Every time when you go out, it's the same. I get enough of this kind of life. So what's the next step?
Yeah, but
When
that's the thing. But
you done-
you started, let's say, 16, 17. I started after 20. So you have that gap
Yeah.
where you started later. So that's why you want the
Yeah,
kids
absolutely,
later.
absolutely.
But the point of view is that you want to start with something and then the next step is having kids.
Exactly.
It's just
Yeah,
going to
but-
be if it's 25, 30, 35, whatever.
While we are working, while we are making, while we want to be rich, while we want to have companies or wherever businesses or to have a
a legacy
very
for
well.
what?
Yeah. So the children's are legacy, and I think it doesn't matter how much money you have or you make if you don't share it with your
With the people
child,
you love, yeah.
with your wife. It's not making
What are you gonna
sense
do?
because your parents will die. You were gonna die, and what
do you live in this
yeah,
world?
and what is the thing that you left on this earth? What you gonna make the legacy of your surname if you want? Like this is the point. You will not take your money and your wealth in the grave. You know, like.
I believe.
When I die, I put my money in the grave.
Alright,
Okay.
so for me, I definitely want kids, but maybe when I'm in my 30s, because there is certain things I want to achieve first, like career, so I can give better future for my kids. I don't see myself relying on a guy, because I don't know what kind of partner I'll be with. Another thing, I feel like what they said, that having kids is beautiful representation of love. It's like when you're with somebody and you're in love or you love each other, I feel like you're gonna want to see what is gonna
You
be
both gonna
your
make.
creation. Yeah, like what your kids gonna look like. I even met couples that they don't want kids, and I'm like, how? Like you love each other, right? You claim that you love each other. How you don't want to have a kid and see what?
But they don't want to have kids at all.
Yeah, so this confuses me.
selfish.
But yeah, but you know
They're
what? It's different
selfish.
people, so I don't know
Now, but you know what? I see their perspective as to why they wouldn't want kids, though.
why.
Because there are multiple reasons as to why you don't want to bring a child into this fucking world.
Yeah,
Well,
but
because
depends
don't
where
worry,
you
like
live in.
financial
It depends where you live in.
capabilities
how
you can
already
always
live.
change your the place you live.
Yeah.
If you
of
really
course,
want
yeah.
to, pack your shit and go to
But
another
even if
country.
it's not
That's
just the
it.
place, some people can't even afford to have kids. Look at like
That's-
how much we're
that's
paying
true.
for stuff. Like a
But-
kid is like on
But there
average
is in the other,
10,000.
and there is the other way. Like there is a very poor people who have like 4 or 5
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, no, of course.
But and this
Yeah,
is
but
the
it's not
part,
fair
and
for
this
the-
is the
for the
part
kids.
of education. Like why you should be education. This is one of the reasons you should be intelligent creature, because you should calculate the risk.
Yeah, to reward.
Yeah, of course. Like if you living like a homeless, why you should put someone
In
in
this
the same
misery.
disaster,
Yeah.
disaster and misery as you? Like there is no point. It's pointless.
That's
No, it's
exactly, That's exactly why I said I want to have a good, successful life before I make sure my kids are
I beg
stable
to
and
differ.
they're not gonna struggle.
Okay,
Yeah.
they're not gonna struggle, but struggle is what makes people.
Stronger.
Stronger,
I
yeah.
still don't want my kid. I know I don't
But
want to
if
go to the store and my kids like, Mom, I want this chocolate, and I'm like, oh, we don't have money. Like I was.
I
growing
was
up.
raised as well like
I
that.
don't want my kids to go through this. I'm so sorry. They're not gonna. I'm not gonna give them everything they want.
True, that's
But I don't want them to struggle and not be able to buy them chocolate or candy from the shop. No.
Here's the difference between men and women's mindset, yeah? Women, and it's a beautiful thing because women want to nurture and give kids everything and make their life as easy as possible,
Spoiled.
right? But men, we want to discipline our child to say you
Absolutely.
can't have everything you want.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't want them
Yeah.
spoiled.
Because it doesn't work like that. Fine, up until the age of 18, you have the best of everything because I'm giving it to you. When you get out there to the real world, let's see how you fucking
And
do.
not only they will not have a respect to you, because
What
they
you
know,
provide.
Yeah, because they're saying, oh, I want this, and you're saying no. In the next moment, he or she starts crying or breaking something, and you're like, oh wait, I will go. Nah, you should find the perfect middle and the perfect
Balance.
way,
Yeah.
the
I'm
balance.
thinking
Yeah.
like a man in this case. I'm thinking like a man because
Yeah.
my mom, I was 13 when my parents got divorced. She always give us, me and my brother, everything we need. But when I start crying, I remember when I was younger and I start crying like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. When she said no, it's a no.
Yeah.
No, that's it. You cannot have this because it's full of sugar. You don't have to. You should not eat a lot of sugar.
It's how you
Yeah.
teach your kids,
No,
man. It's
yeah,
how you
that's
teach
yeah.
your kids.
This is
And
the
if
education
you lose,
part.
if you lose the respect of your parent,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, you're
No,
becoming
Bruce
shit.
Lee said, don't give your kids what you never had. Teach them what you were never taught.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
the best thing I
And
think.
you know the one of the guys who said about the sheikhs in Arab, the saying, my grandpa was walking with the camels, he make money. I'm driving a certain car. My son will drive a airplane, and his son will walk again with the camels. Why? Because the rough times making strong people.
Absolutely.
The strong people are making weak generation.
No, they're making easy times. Easy times
make
makes
the weak generation. So this is the point.
It's a cycle.
I think one of the UK problem here is because I saw many parents are staying literally powerless when the kids are crying in the market, and they're just standing to them, and the explanation is let him cry. No, why you should leave this baby boy or baby girl to cry? No, you should explain him
Why?
what's
happening,
why this situation right now is like this. Because always my mom and dad are divorced from my very young age, like I was 2 or 3 years old, and my mom was my mom and father. So she always tell me, you cannot take everything what you want from the life, and that's it. So she never, when I had a bad score in school, she never like, oh, you're stupid, you're this, you're this. Now she always tell me, listen, boy, if you want to have a good score in a school, you should sit on your ass, you should do this, and not crying. When you're crying, you will not achieve
those things.
Yeah, of course. In the sport, in the life is the same. Because of this, I think sport is very important thing from the child. Life when they grow up,
the discipline.
They're teaching you. You should go and fight for the ball, for your opponent, for your team, so you can achieve something. And if you fail, you fail like an individual, and you should not blame anybody else, because it's your fault. And this is the point. If you want something, you should work for it.
Yeah, if it's given to you, you don't
appreciate it. Yeah.
It's tricky because most, I know a lot of people, they're like so ambitious in their life that they don't care about their partner, they don't care about their family. They don't care
this is
about
over ambition.
But they're so ambitious in something that they're like, they don't give a fuck about anyone else.
But do you know what is
I
this?
want to achieve this,
because
and I'm gonna smash you.
Because the parents, they said to you, oh, you have a bad score, you're shit, you're this, you're this and that, and there became like a close in their self, and they said from very young age, okay, if I achieve something, my parents will be happy with this.
They will accept me, and they will be be proud to have me.
But this is the tricky part. So you should find the way.
It's not tricky, and here's why.
Yeah, it's not tricky.
It's not tricky because if you have a father and a mother in a relationship, the mother does the nurturing of the child and looks after his mental health and whatever, and teaches him stuff in a soft way.
Yeah.
And then you have the father that disciplines him.
Yeah.
And so, okay, a child falls, right? The mother will go and try to kiss the boo-boo. Oh, you okay? You okay? The father will say, get up.
Yeah.
Right?
You're
you need a bit of both.
Yeah,
you need the carrot and the stick.
But do you think that parenting style works anymore? Because generations have changed. Like in our time, when our parents used to discipline us, it was way different. Like you said, we didn't have technology as much. We didn't have, mobile phones. We'd go out and play with friends. But now, it's much more liberal. Kids are much more, they expect freedom. The government gives them that freedom. Kids can run into social services and be like, my mom is shouting at me. And they're like, okay, let's take you away.
This is the disrespect.
This is what the government does
You cannot slap your children on the street here, which I think is a bullshit, because the slap is not like to beat him like an animal. He's like to show him, yo, look at me, I'm your parent. And I am the leader. You cannot talk to me. You should behave in a certain way. Like I saw many times in a restaurant, two parents with one child.
They're both lost.
I've seen on the bus one baby was crying and scratching his mom, and she was like, please stop. And I'm like, bro, if that's me, I'm slapping this kid. I swear to God. It's not like I'm encouraging violence on kids. But like you should know, like if you're acting in a certain way, there is consequences.
Absolutely.
And this country encourage parents to not be able to shout at their kids, not be able to slap them. I feel like
bullshit.
okay, don't beat your kid, but yeah, he deserves a slap from time to time. That's a way to discipline them, because otherwise,
Yeah, because how long?
Way to earn the respect.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. How long can you softly speak to someone and say,
Yeah.
"Don't do this, don't do that"?
he's not gonna listen.
Before they say, first they're gonna listen, then there will come a point when they're like, "Let me test it and say no."
Yeah.
They will test you and say no, and then and you're still talking in a soft tone. Then they'll test you even more to say, "Let me say no in a disrespectful way," because
Yeah.
children have egos too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Children-
they're ruthless. They're ruthless.
Right? So there's gonna come a point where you put your foot down as a parent and say, "Shut up."
Yeah, 100%.
And you should, because over your child, this country, I agree with you, doesn't allow the parent to have authority over the child,
Yeah, true. It's
which you should do
That's-
because it is your child
Yeah.
that you brought into
You're
the
No
world.
looking
one from
after
the
him.
government is giving me money or
I mean, they give you sometimes.
yeah, they give you, but I mean, they're
Yeah, but
not-
even
But
so-
they're also taxing you.
Yeah.
No, hold up. They give you money from other people that have been working.
Yeah,
So when you start working, you give that money back. So
Yeah.
it's not.
yeah. I
The
mean, they
taxation
don't
system.
give you nothing to tell me how to treat
Raise
my
my kid.
child and
But
to
it's
raise
your
it.
child.
They
It's
don't
not the
come
government's
home and
child.
educate
Yeah.
and
It's
stuff.
Whoa.
your child.
It's your child. That's what we'd like to believe. We're idealistic into thinking it's our child
Yeah.
because it's no longer our child.
Yeah, there is
Our
no-
children spend. Here's the thing. Men and women, how many hours a day do they work outside?
Let's say
How
10.
many hours in 24 hours? How many hours? Let's say you're a married couple, right? Or not
Yeah.
married and you have a child. The man and the woman are both working full-time jobs.
Yeah,
The child is at school all day.
yeah.
In 24 hours, how many hours a day do you have with that child?
Maximum 6, and this is the
Thank you.
maximum. And this is the point I have.
So where is your child? Most of the other
It's in
hours.
school.
School.
School, but what else?
With other people.
With
basically.
with the phone, yeah, true. But do you know something? The baddest thing is to leave your child to be in front of the TV or the phone instead of to be outside with other
Playing with
children,
kids.
socializing. Because
Yeah.
of this, many of the boys now are virgin till 25.
Yeah, the
to
gamers.
24.
Usually that's the gamers.
Yeah, because they're going in one
Virtual world.
Absolutely, which they can build the way how they want, and they're feeling safe. But when we was young, we was always outside. We was climbing
me
on the
about it.
trees, playing football. We was always in wounds everywhere, scratches. We was building a small houses. Only the way how we live to build a house on the tree is
Yeah.
giving you this part of your mind in your body. Okay, we made something without
Yeah.
our parents. We made something
Yeah,
from
yeah.
from boxes and
From
garbage
scratch.
and
Physically doing it,
we
not on a
doing
computer.
something like a group, like a team, and we was like 4 or 5 kids, and we was sitting on this small improvising house on the tree, and we was like, okay, we want to have like a oven, or we want to have like a TV, and we was like, yeah, bro, let's go ask our
The
parents. to
energy,
buy-"
the unity that comes with that.
Now this is
Like you can't see it. You
maybe
especially in this country.
no.
Here's the thing, when we were kids, like there's a park literally right in front of my house, and I was telling you this the other day. When I'd go to school, underneath my school trousers, I'd have either joggers or shorts.
Yeah.
As soon as I'd come home, take it off, run straight to the park.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
be there till the sun would come down,
Yeah, true.
and my mum would have to be calling for me. Like you said, your grandmother,
Yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
My mum would be doing the same thing,
Yeah.
calling for me to get back in the house.
Yeah.
Now, kids, to get them out the house, you have to scream at them.
I know.
Yeah.
We were getting screamed at to get in the house. These are getting screamed at to get
Bro,
out the house.
I was waiting the spring to come. I'm talking about 1999. I was waiting the spring to come, so my grandma or my mom to take me and to go buy me a new shoes for my football
Yeah.
training. You know, now I want this. I want, okay, we're ordering. What do you want? This? Okay, we're ordering. Like you losing this path to take your child for hand and to tell him like,
Try
let's
to
go buy
Spend
something.
some time with them.
Like
you know,
it,
like-
maybe it's every 3 months. It was every 3 months because in that time there is no such shops and malls and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you have a connection with these children. You are going to check the shoes. Is it okay? They was pressing our
Yes.
Now, what is the size of his toe? 12 centimeters. Okay, let's go internet. 12 centimeters. This is the right shoes. You like it? Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Yeah, but if you think about it,
ladies, let's have your input. Let's see what you guys are thinking.
Yeah, but if you think about it, this is our past. So this past, our kids will never know.
Yeah.
Why?
So if you think about it, if you think about it, think about what your parents taught you. Their childhood was not the same as our childhood.
It was. This is the point.
No, because we had some of this stuff.
Let's hear her point quickly.
So in our let's say we are all similar age, so we were born in the 90s. So that time all the technology start evolving more and more. So this stuff they didn't had in their childhood.
Yeah.
So they were also experienced that when we were young. Now these kids nowadays they will not see that. But you cannot think that your kid may have the same thing. You just can't, because technologies are completely different. Even for me now, I'm almost 30, and sometimes I'm like, what is this? Like so many new things are coming out.
True.
And
even in the university,
it's just you just have to look at the bright side and see how you can benefit from this, because it has a lot of benefits. Because let's say now I use my GPS to come here. Either way, how I'm gonna know where to go.
And stuff,
so all these technologies are so good. So this is a positive outcome.
Lazy.
And yeah, but it depends how you're gonna treat this thing. Are you gonna use it as something to be more creative about it, or you're gonna just become lazier?
But
it's up to you.
You cannot explain a child. Sorry, guys. You cannot explain a child that you need to use this device, let's say, and you need to choose. Are you gonna use it to be creative, or to help you, or to ruin your life? Yeah. I think it's up to you, like a parent, which part of the
how you gonna show it to him.
So if you put a bowl of salad in front of a child and you put a cookie, what do you think he's picking?
The cookie.
Because it's pleasurable, it's hitting dopamine sensors in his mind. So the same way it's the phone. I agree with you, there's pros and cons. Try to make them see the pros, but as a child,
and also show them
your what's it called, instant gratification. You want that because you want to achieve the dopamine right now. Patience for kids is very limited.
But another thing, for example, the life is so much different now. For example, you go to university, we don't write on paper. They want us to bring our laptops. We write our assignment on the laptop. It's just changed. The time is changing, and I don't like that, to be fair, especially for uni. I'd rather write on paper, because you have autocorrection on the laptop. Sometimes I forgot how to spell words in my own language. Yes, it makes you and it makes me like more stupid, you know. Because I'm like, if I write on paper, there is no autocorrection there. So I'm neither gonna write.
No, you know,
another thing
on this one I can say the opposite, because when I write so bad that after I cannot read it. So I would say this is actually a plus for me, because I would at least know what I'm typing. Because after I cannot read myself, you know, when they speak too much, you know, too fast, let's say, I'm just like going like that, and after I'm like, I don't even know what I write. Just so how I'm gonna read it, you know?
Okay.
So for me, this personally will be a pro, because I will type it.
For me,
back that time, I didn't have laptop to use at uni.
If I stay
so
in the screen of the word, I cannot start typing.
I can type really fast, but I cannot write that fast.
This is like waiting for your moment.
I'm telling you, what about your kids? Don't you think that, do you really believe that they're in 2-3 years time they're gonna if you go to like primary school and stuff, they're gonna be writing on tablets, they're gonna be writing like on digital.
Well, yeah.
But this is
so it's impossible. Even if you teach your kid at home how to do that, as you said, you're gonna spend how many hours with him? How many hours he's gonna spend in school with these technologies? It's impossible.
But listen, we are in very good situation like the Bulgarian ones, because we have something very, very nice, which is we have still teachers from the old generation with the old understanding of life. And there is something I want to say about our parents' life and ours life. Leave on the side the evolution of the technology. What my mom did, she collected postmarks.
I was collecting
collected
napkins.
Listen. Only just make a comparing. Napkins, postcards, cars, dolls, and all this kind of stuff. Till 2000.
Yeah.
What we were doing, we was collecting stickers. We was collecting Pokemons. We was waiting like all day to watch a 1 hour on the television of animation. What is this?
Appreciation.
This is the same way how they live, but we are living.
They've adapted it
in a small modern way. And what we should do with our kids as a young parents and the parents from the perspective of our life. So we should find a way how to show them, leave the computer. The computer will be always there, but your child life, your childhood will never be the same after a year.
You know what it is? It's not about what you say to them. It's about what you do
show.
in
What you
front
show.
of them.
So,
like my sister, for instance, my sister, I've got 2 nephews. What she does is she takes them and says, put your bags on, put your shoes on, let's go. We're going out.
Yeah.
She gives them half an hour each in the evenings to watch a TV program of their choice. But she says, let's go out.
Yeah.
We're going for a walk. We're going for football.
Yeah, exactly. So you need to spare time with them.
Exactly.
If you are constantly...
Exactly. Balance.
That's what I say. Of course, you cannot stop your child using laptops.
You can't, for sure.
Tablets, especially the time we live. Everything is gadgets. Everything is
electronic.
Absolutely, you cannot stop, but you need, as a parent, it's your responsibility to show your child the other side.
But this is the real life. I was grown on a village. Now the many of my
fucking
even
milking
of my
cows, cleaning up shit,
seeding. Like we was put the seeds. My grandpa, he knows I cannot. Throwing seeds in the right way, but he was like, okay, I will show this boy because he's my legend. I want to show him the real life with the nature, because this is the real life. And if we get distance from this life, it's becoming a robot with a brainwash.
Distance from this life.
Working 12 hours.
You know what
is saying this.
I think generally all of us as humans, we're more alive on a virtual world than we are in the real world.
Even now, if you think about it, we at our age, how many times you catch yourself staying too much on social media? We are doing the same that we don't want our kids to do. I agree that sometimes I'm addicted and I spend too much on something that I shouldn't be watching.
I deleted my Instagram, I deleted my Facebook, everything. He knows.
Yeah. This is true.
That's why we're not getting likes on Blunt anymore.
I'm not deleting it because I like my
business.
I'm using it for business. But I'm training like 3 hours. She sometimes she's getting upset. Can you come home? Like you're already 2 hours.
Okay, so that's a good thing. But either way, 90% now are on those socials. And if you think about it, most of the things like clothes or shows or whatever is actually being viewed by people who are there.
But partly as a parent,
so
it's your fault. No, it's your fault as a parent. Like, you give your kid that form of technology in the first place. My parents didn't give me a phone till I was 16.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a 2000 baby. I'm the youngest, you know, in this room so far.
And you've grown
and
up
I've
in the
grown
UK.
up playing with aliens, playing with Pokemons, collecting cards. Because my parents, and I'm from the new generation, and my parents grew me up with similar upbringing they had. Exactly, so I think it depends on you as a parent. It's the way you condition your child
of course it
in the
depends on
household.
the parent.
You can refuse to buy your kid a phone. You can refuse to give them an iPad.
Okay,
H knows I have 7 nephews, 3 nieces. All of them literally on the phone like this, like 24 hours a day. Literally.
Yeah, I know. I've
but
seen all of them are on
you want your
tablets.
kids to be out playing with the kids, but if all the kids are behind
Are
their
doing the
laptops,
same,
who he's gonna play with?
Here's where I agree with you.
You're living
Or they will
in
go
UK.
together and stay on the phone.
That's
If
another
we
thing.
go
time.
in Bulgaria, on there we're going, for example, sorry, from where are you?
Afghanistan.
So if she go in Afghanistan, you're from Afghanistan as well. So
kids still play on the street.
Kids still playing on the street because we're not 1 century in the past. No, we're not. We just have this generation who are is holding our society in our countries to be a real society. Because I'm still going in my grandmother flat and I'm seeing 15 kids in front of the flats playing football. We just put 4 stones and we start to playing. And this is the real.
I know, but
no. So here's the thing. I do see what you're saying. You have to find a balance between the two.
Yeah.
Because if you block your child from all social media, you stop them from having
No,
a
you
phone.
cannot
And
totally
here's what I'm
do
saying.
it, yeah.
If you do all of that, you stop your child from doing everything that his peers and his friends are doing outside.
they will still
What happens? You're stopping them from getting attacked by one monster, but in the child's eye, you as the parent have become the monster now. Because you've now caged them.
And
So
this is making him more
balance.
curious. Why he's not giving me to look at this?
Yeah.
Why? And they start questioning it. Because as a kid, you are curious about everything. When they tell me no, I'm even more attracted to why you say no to me. Like, why?
The smartest person on earth, it was, I think was from Netherlands, doesn't matter, like on his 5th or 6th age, he made their own language, because the language have a special way to write a language. It's not just like to put a science.
Okay.
So his mother and his father, they're psychologists, and they explain in one book, I can't remember the book, your child became this type of person of the psychological things that you put in your relationship with him. What does it mean? If you treat your child from very young age like a person, like an adult, like a mature, in one moment, this child will start to understand everything. Because if you say, "Oh, mommy, oh, this is
he's not understanding
this
that.
is for dogs and cats, because they don't speak, they don't think.
They know only by the voice what you are kind of telling.
Go.
I really agree. Like growing up, my dad. I mean, I'm not saying he had the best way to do it. It was the worst way he could possibly teach us, but he was raising me and my sister as boys, like, because he didn't know how to raise girls. He was new to him, whatever. It's a long story, but he was like, we were like in a military camp sometimes. I swear to God. And then I was hating him, but now I'm growing up and I'm like, bro, I'm such a strong bitch, like, and that's because of him. I see my friends, they're crying over bullshit every day, over some small things that I would never even worry about. And I'm like, that's what my dad did. He disciplined us how to be strong as
That's
women.
why you have now more masculine energy.
I know.
So actually this is what you say, like how your kid is gonna grow is actually the way you're gonna treat him. And this can affect him after not 5 years. It can affect him when he is actually older. So after 20 you find these things that they actually came from your parents' point of view, and you feel like, oh, it's because he done that, he teach me this, and now I feel this way. So this is actually giving you it may give you even trauma response after 20 years, and the way you act is actually a response for that, how you've been treated. So it's too psychological, all of this. That's why kids, it's not that simple. It's not that simple. It looks simple because you make a kid and it's done. But then if you think about it, it's like 20 years period that you have to keep getting in touch with him. And just, making
it's one of the points that was mentioned on the post. Someone said it's way too much responsibility.
It is actually, it is.
But it's a good thing.
Yeah,
life is not rainbows and unicorns.
Oh, never.
You have to adopt responsibility.
Yeah.
Actually, you are weak if you don't want responsibility.
Yeah.
It's just like, I want to be... And actually, this is a... I think we've said something about if you are a child, even if you are 30 years old. So some people... This is what they represent. If you are 30 and you're like, I don't want responsibilities, this makes you a child. Because you want somebody to take care of you.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to take care of a kid, you're still a kid. That's why. So if you want to take responsibility, you are mature enough to have one.
Yeah.
Second thing I would say, like...
Because it's easier. If somebody pays and do everything, it's easier. But
here on the panel, we have ladies that you do all want kids, but different ages and whatnot, yeah? Like different parts of your life you do want kids. I think society, and Western society especially, has been lying to women. Has been lying to women in the sense that your career is your number one objective. To get a career, to get the bag, to secure yourself financially. And then think about relationships and husband or children or whatever.
This is what I said, how you can break one family. If you change the mind of the woman. So
take her out of her feminine state.
So tell her you should be independent, you should do whatever you want, you shouldn't give a fuck until 35 for children or husband, take your career and blah blah blah. And what is happening? 50, maybe 70% of these women became a single till they're dead
because they're becoming selfish.
And they're regretting all their life, because you have money, you have career, and what you're going in the bed alone. You're gonna find someone on your 40s, 45s. He will have a kids, but for you it's a bit late because men's we can like my dad have three. I have like the 2 sisters and 1 brother, and he made it like on his 50s.
Yeah.
So the men's is different, and I think because of this, the Western society is so broke. Cause
you know why I think they have indoctrinated women into thinking you don't need children or your career is your number one priority.
They start from you don't need men.
No, the reason they've said your career is number one, there's a number of reasons. Number one, if a woman's working, that means there's more people for you to tax.
Yeah.
That's one.
True.
Second, if they get you out the house and the husband is out the house,
who will get the children's? The education
there
of
you
the
go.
children.
Okay, but from another perspective, like, so what, the woman should be just machine for babies, basically?
No, never.
No one said that. No one said that.
Mother
there shouldn't be this set lifestyle in which you do stuff.
Yeah.
You can have a kid at 16 and still be able to achieve things and become something and be known and do what you want. But I just think you shouldn't limit yourself to say, at 30 this is when I'm having my kid because I want to do everything I want to. You should initially be like, okay, I have my kid when I know it's a good time for me. But I don't need to wait out till like I can just about have kids.
Here is my question to guys and girls, yeah? Ultimately, what do you want from life? Ultimately, what do you think will make you the happiest?
Financially stable and family.
It's the family for me.
So is family first or financially stable?
Oh, it's absolutely family, because...
Family.
I'll take family.
But let be
be honest with yourself.
Honest, yeah.
With yourself.
Honestly, financially stable, because if you say family, are you gonna be with him if he's broke?
Yeah. She will be with me if I'm broke.
Yeah, but
okay, but imagine you are with a person who doesn't wanna be better.
That's different.
Let's say he's broke by any reason, but he can get up.
So now
not
this
that point.
unravels another topic.
Not that point.
He wants to be better, so you see potential in him. You're looking at
if
his
you
future.
see him as potential, that's okay. But imagine if he just go to bad way, are you gonna leave him?
Yeah.
And he doesn't wanna get out of this.
You can be that motivation to make him better. If he may be in a mindset where he's in clothes, he's had bad
Forget all of
experiences.
that. Just a question: kids and family first, or money? Stability.
I think family.
Because I'm gonna come full circle and I'm gonna make it make sense for you.
So you want kids?
What would you prefer, family, kid, and husband, or like ideally, like your first goal? Like, what's your ultimate goal in life? Let's say he's the perfect man for you.
My ultimate goal is to have all. Like everybody, he says
No,
ultimate goal.
You can have it all.
Ultimate goal
But
is both, but. Usually, I think I will go with the financial freedom.
Financial. So if he's able to give you the money and financial security, right?
I'm not saying he. I mean financially stable at all. Even if I'm by myself.
That's my question. If he's able to financially secure you and you guys are together able to have a child and a family, would that be an ultimate solution for you?
Even if we are both working and have a family, that's still my goal to me.
I know, but I'm asking a separate question. Let's say you are working, you're making your own money, but that financial security is fully coming from him and you're dependent on him for financial security, but you do have your own money, right? You are working, so you do have the option to break off from him if you want. So you're not fully reliant on him, but you do want him to do... So ultimate goal would be to be financially secure.
That's the ultimate,
and have children and a family, yeah?
And of course.
And if this financial security comes from him, that's okay as well, yeah?
Of course.
Okay,
I mean, if we're family, we share
Shima?
finances, so it should be, But I'm saying just in general. For me, I just want to be financially stable with or without a man.
With or without a man?
Yeah,
okay.
even if I have kids, because imagine you have your family, you have, let's say, 2-3 kids, then something happens with that man.
Yeah. What you gonna do?
You need finances for your kids.
Okay, so what makes you think, let's say you're in a corporate company or any company as a matter of fact, what makes you think they won't replace you tomorrow?
You are.
So there are difficulties that are going to be in anything, whether it comes to your business, your lifestyle, your husband, your relationship. Exactly. There are going to be difficulties.
But
you choose which difficulties you're willing to face.
Exactly. If you have this if you are financially stable, you're gonna face the difficulties easier.
What's guaranteed that you're financially? Do you know what percentage of the world are actually financially stable?
Just one thing. You see, now we are having a bit of a fight between men and women thinking.
No,
how many millionaires do you know?
No. I mean, look at the versions because she's thinking more like me. You are thinking the opposite.
How many millionaires do you know?
I'm not saying a millionaire.
No.
I didn't say financially stable.
Listen, how many millionaire? Because the financial stable is definitely
stable, so you don't have to be at the point of where you cannot provide.
To me. Just one question.
Cool.
Just one question. What is the definition of financial stable?
Yeah. What's
to be enough for you.
What does it mean?
To live comfortably.
Money are never enough.
Listen to me.
Okay, so in today's age, in a year, how much do you need to be living comfortably? You tell me this one.
Yeah.
In 1 year?
But this is concrete, like just a
you cannot be concrete because after all we have
inflation
and everything. I'm saying stable. I'm not saying millionaire.
When I had in Bulgaria fame and I made a lot of money, I had a lot of friends, and I'm feeling happy. When I get broke, I swear in God, I've never feel happier ever in my life. Open many billionaires and millionaires podcasts and listen what they say. Even Mike Tyson said it. I've never been happier than the prison and the jail. Why? Because you know the word of life. The word of life is not money, is not financial stability. Because today the money in your pocket, tomorrow they're gone. Believe me, my dad was millionaire. For when the war became in Syria, everything was collapsed. Two of my uncles were shot on the central part of the Damascus. All our family is very wealthy now. We start to build everything from zero. What was making us happy? Because we're alive and we're seeing and we're seeing our brothers and sisters and siblings healthy and good. It doesn't matter how much money. Go now in Turkey and ask them, what do you want? Financial stable or the earthquake to never happen? Ask them.
Right.
What you want? To lose all your money or the earthquake?
Yeah, we have been given a 5-minute time check. Go on, you were saying.
I think the best way to see it is that there's nothing wrong with wanting financial stability. It's a good thing. You want security for your family, for you know to be able to live and build. But also, it's not a necessity straight away. You can create it whilst you have your family.
Thank you. Here's what I'm gonna say. If the ultimate goal, like, look at yourself and introspect and ask yourself, if the ultimate goal is for me to have a family and children and a husband, why spend from your 20s to your 30s, let's say, that decade, why spend that in pursuit of money when you can do it in pursuit of getting a husband and a child and a children or family, whatever, and by doing that, getting with a man that you've secured, that you're married to, he's working hard to make money, and you're halving his responsibilities, he's halving your responsibilities.
You might not be that person.
No, that's the thing. But you might. Because you're focused on your career and not even thinking about that stuff, then of course you're not going to.
I feel like if I meet the person and I know he's the one I can have kids with, I would probably consider having kids even this age, if I know I can rely on him on certain things.
I think the most important thing is the family and everyone to be
healthy. I want
money is very important thing right now in this century is the main thing for living. But if you're
they make it even more expensive. Have you seen the prices in Bulgaria at the moment? How you can live in Bulgaria at the moment with the prices they have? I cannot even imagine living there. And I'm from Bulgaria, and for me these prices are getting like too much. I don't know even how I can live there, because a few years ago I came to UK so I can afford a better life for myself.
In what you're doing? 12 hours working?
I'm not working 12 hours. I'm working 8 hours in an office. Easy job, and I get double the money that I can get there.
So you know how you were saying earlier.
You're in the matrix. Most people I know.
Hey, we got red pill on the panel, red pill. No, but here's the thing. So you know how you said it's getting expensive day by day, right?
Yeah.
So let's say you're financially secure for this year, but interest rates rise next year. Then you're going to have to work even harder to be secure in that economy. And you're constantly working harder to get secure in the next stage. But then your relationship and potential future and family stuff is gone out the window because you're so focused on trying to survive.
I'm not saying.
No,
like I said, my ultimate goal was to have both. I want to be financially stable so I can afford to have a good family,
Can I add something?
Yeah,
I just want to give an example with myself. We're together for 1 year already. I used to work like a reception manager. I was working 60 hours a week. 60 hours a week. And I was coming home like, I'm making money. The last Friday of the month, I'm checking my bank account. Babe, look, we're fine. Fuck it. You know, but I'm going home after work, working 60 days a week, okay? I'm going home. He's like, oh, babe, let me tell you something. Like, oh, this and that happened. I'm like, fuck it, babe, I'm tired. I don't want to talk. Like,
no,
I was grumpy
true.
all the time. I was grumpy. I was tired.
Yeah, but I'm not working more than 40. For me, more than 40.
From year and a half, and I'm never feeling more happier, more freedom. I want to get out from this matrix. I don't want to work 8 hours, 10 hours. I want to do my things.
The best decision I take in my life.
This is my life. I don't want to take 2,050 or 3,000 pounds and to make for someone for 1 month 600. No, this is not fair, bro.
That's obviously what everyone wants. They want
this
to
is what everybody wants.
No, it's not only own business to make your mind that sometimes in how we say in Bulgaria. You should know 2 and 200.
Yeah.
You know, you should know to live with 2 levels and with 200, like 2 pounds and 200.
That's my favorite.
That's the thing. Yeah, just wake up.
Just be happy.
Question. So people are telling you stuff. Society is telling you stuff. Think to yourself. Introspect. What do I want and how do I go about getting that? Because society is telling us, work, make your fucking money. But there are people that can live off of nothing.
Yeah.
Me personally, make your fucking money. You need to make your money because if you're telling me you can be happy without money, you're chatting shit. No. You are chatting shit. Go live on the street then.
So that's exactly. So you're contradicting yourself because
no. I'm saying there are people that can live with a little bit of money, right? But go and focus on your money, make your paper. But for women and men, number one priority is if you work together. Let's say if you get married and get together in a serious relationship from a young age, right? From a young age, both of you have less trauma, less relationship issues. Women, don't let him sleep with you until you know he's fucking serious to get married. Let him marry you, then sleep with him.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Right, cool. One second. So let's say you both got married at a young age, right? You're both now working at each other, with each other, because your rent is half. You're not both living in separate places. One. Second, you are splitting your responsibilities. You have all the responsibilities that your partner has, right?
Yeah.
But if you're together, they split in half because you're helping each other, right?
But she had a seven siblings. Listen, what do you think? Her mother and her father, they had a millions. Are you happy? Yeah. Did you have everything that you want in your life? Nah. But are you happy? Did they make you to feel yourself like a happy person and to be thankful for what you got? Because the point is there.
I want to say something. Sorry, babe. I was making money, not enough. Like money are never enough.
They're never enough. But I'm not working more than 40 hours.
I was making almost 3,000 a month. Now I'm making 800, and I'm 100% more happier than I was before. Because I have the money on my bank account, and I'm like, babe, I want to go out, I want to buy this, I want to buy that. And he was like, okay, let's go. And I was like, when?
Okay,
guys, we do have to wrap it up.
Alright.
But no, I see what you're saying. Any closing statements, like quick last sentences? Anyone? Let's go from anyone. You got anything you want to add? No?
I want. So, guys, make your business. Think about.
Just find the balance. Find the balance.
Think about your happy, your perspective of life, and be yourself. I think this is the most important thing.
Be financially stable.
And love watching.
Guys, thank you so much for your input, your opinions.
Thank you for
I hope
having
we've all
us.
learned something. Thank you so much. No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
You guys, stay tuned. Everyone's social will be down there. Yeah, everyone's socials will be linked down there. If you want to collaborate with anything, make sure you hit up Eddie and Paola's brand. Get some clothes, merch. For now, guys, thank you so much. Stay active.
Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're enjoying this session, please give us your opinion down in the comments. We would love to hear from you.
Like, comment, subscribe, and check out all our social media platforms because it helps us continue to do what we're doing, like producing this sort of content for your entertainment and knowledge. Until then, keep watching Blunt.